Here pregame at Eldridge Park before Game 1 of the Cape League Championship Series. I'm alongside field manager Scott Landers. And Coach, you're back here. What are the emotions right now to be back in the Championship Series for the second year in a row?
It feels good. You know, it was a long summer. It's been a year now, and we're obviously, as a staff, we're excited to be back here and playing for the championship. That was the ultimate goal at the beginning, not just the summer, but throughout the year, and trying to put this team together and, you know, keeping them intact, and we've done a good job with that. So I'm very excited and ready to get going.
A crazy series against Hyannis. You fall short in Game 1 and then have that unexpected off day due to the weather. What were you telling the guys to keep the morale up going into Game 2?
We didn't play very well. We came out and swung it a little bit, but other than that, we didn't play well at Hyannis. And, you know, they had a couple breaks that helped them, especially from the fifth inning on. But, you know, it happened, and it's baseball. You know, we had to come back and do exactly what we need to do. It's win 2 games in a row, and, you know, it's not too hard. We've done it before. So just be motivated, do your thing, rely on each other, and honestly, for them, I've just told them when the lights go on, superstars rise, and they've done it.
Speaking of stars rising, you've had a couple of guys who had tougher regular seasons, JKG, Pete, Garrett. They've all stepped up in these playoffs and are playing so well. It gives you threats top to bottom. Talk about the impact of those guys stepping up when the lights have come on.
Yeah, like yesterday, I told them after the game, we've done it with unsung heroes, 1 through 9, and guys who are struggling are starting to step up. Yeah, I feel great. I'm really grateful for Josh, you know, who started the season with a broken thumb and kind of battled through it, and now he's playing his best baseball and what he's capable of. But all of them they've held the course, and, you know, they've made adjustments, and now they're starting to do what they're supposed to do. If we can keep it up, I mean, top to bottom, 1 through 9, we're a pretty tough lineup.
This is your second year as manager of the Braves, but your third straight Cape League championship because you were back with Brewster in 2021. What has gone into your success as a coach bringing these guys here year in, year out?
Surround yourself with good people. Your assistant coaches and who you want to be around throughout a summer is huge. And then the community of Bourne has been great. The administration's been great. And then just getting the right players to come in here and believe in what you're trying to do, and you're trying to help them be better baseball players and better humans, and just, you know, obviously try to win a championship, and so they can take it back to school and it can help them out.
You're in just your second year as field manager. You're taking on a guy who's kind of done this a couple times, Kelly Nicholson. He's been here for a while. How are you feeling about taking on him and the Firebirds today?
I got a lot of respect for Kelly. He's a great coach. He's got great players over there. He's done it for a long time. He's helped me out a lot in my time here in the Cape, but I think the tides are turning a little bit.
All right, well, good luck today, Coach. Here pregame at Eldridge Park for the Championship Series. It's Bourne and Orleans, Game 1 on the way. I'm here alongside Bryce Eblin and Josh Kuroda-Grauer. And Bryce, you're back here. You were here in 2022, as was Josh. How good does it feel to be back in this Championship Series?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. You know, it's a dream come true to come to the Cape and, you know, compete and win games and, you know, just have fun with the team and, you know, hopefully, you know, we come out with the win.
Bryce, you were here all of last summer, but Josh, you came later just for playoffs. This summer, you were here the whole time. Does that change how this feels and what it means to you today at all?
Not at all. I mean, it's the common goal whenever you get here is to win at any cost, win with the guys you're playing with every day, practicing with, so the goal remains the same.
And I know you guys had your backs against the wall after losing Game 1 to Hyannis and then an unexpected off day where I know you guys were putting in the work. You went to the field and hit for about an hour. That was your decision. Why did you decide to do that, and why did that series kind of mean so much to you?
Yeah, no, you know, I think Landers and Salty, you know, we try and take, you know, one game at a time. And, you know, I think just, you know, going to the field and, you know, getting our swings in and, you know, prepare the right way. And I think when you prepare the right way, you feel more comfortable and confident. And, you know, I think we're going to, you know, do well with the bats today. So.
Speaking of the bats, Josh, you've been incredibly hot during these playoffs. You had an opening day injury and had to battle back from that. And I know you said you had a bit of a tough regular season, but what's been working for you so well lately?
Just trusting myself. I mean, shout out to Coach Landers for never giving up on me. He instilled trust in me. He's always given me the confidence to go out and play, whether I'm 0 for 4 or 4 for 4. So it stays the same and just play with a lot of confidence and just trying to do anything to get on for the guys.
Orleans, a really tough opponent. You guys have not had their number really this season, but it's a whole new season right now. You know, they always say everyone's 0-0 when the playoffs start. How are you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, no, I think we just got to play a clean game, and I think, facing Hyannis, we kind of got some confidence back, and we put up a lot of runs, and hopefully we keep that going and contribute to this game, and come out on top.
Awesome, thank you guys. Here at Eldridge Park for Game 1 of the Cape League Championship Series, I'm Allie Navarrete alongside Matt Scalzo and Cam Manna. And a big win for the Bravos yesterday after falling in Game 1 to Hyannis. They managed to win 2 in a row and advance to the championship series for the 3rd year in a row. And Cam, just an absolute dominant performance from Bourne last night.
Yeah, huge for the Braves. And you go back to Game 1. Bourne had their backs against the wall back-to-back games. They had to go home and then back to McKeon Park and win for the first time since June 16th. Bourne's first victory of the season, and then their last at McKeon Park to enter the championship. So very full circle for this team. The offense comes on aboard once again, some great pitching. We saw what Gabe Driscoll did, Rob Adams returning out of the bullpen. So the Braves now that much closer to tasting victory here and a chance to run it back.
You mentioned pitching. Tonight we've got a really interesting pitchers matchup. Bryce Cunningham will be the starter for Bourne. He hasn't started since Game 1 against Cotuit last week. And his Vanderbilt teammate, Grayson Carter, will be on the bump for the Firebirds. So definitely a big storyline there, Matt.
Yeah, these are two very high-velocity pitchers, two of the best pitchers in the Cape, and as you mentioned, college teammates. Bryce, he's been the day one starter here for Bourne. He's someone that Scott trusts hugely, hence why he started Game 1 against Cotuit against Cam Hill. Now he gets the rock here in Game 1 of the championship against Grayson Carter. Carter's been a tough cookie to crack here in the Cape League this season. No earned runs against him. Was at a 0 ERA in the regular season. Wasn't really a starter until he got to the postseason. The question is simple in can you hit Grayson Carter's fastball, but it's a difficult task to accomplish. That's what Bourne's going to have to deal with. He throws in the high 90s, sometimes even up towards 100 miles an hour. So that's the big thing to watch is the pitching of Orleans, and can Bryce stay hot as well against and keeping the Orleans bats quiet.
Speaking of bats, though, the Braves bats, top to bottom, have been on fire lately, obviously putting up a lot of runs in Games 2 and 3 against Hyannis. Cam, who stood out to you?
Tough to point out one player right now, and you look at that series, everyone stepped up big. We look at Garrett Michelle leading the Cape in home runs during the postseason at the moment with 3. But I like to point out Derek Bender coming back alive for this team. We talked about him throughout all the regular season and then struggled, came into that series 2 for 10, and then 2 big home runs back at home, and then a 3-run shot in game number 3 yesterday to get Bourne on the board and off early. So that was big for them. But another guy that I want to see today step up is the 2022 playoff MVP. This is the moment that Bryce Eblin loves. These big stage moments, going to be over 5,000 fans here from Eldridge Park tonight. So these are the moments that Bryce Eblin loves to be in, and he flourished on this stage last summer. We'll see if he does it again.
Meanwhile, Bravos 1-3 against Orleans this season, this regular season, but we always like to say everyone's 0-0 coming into the postseason, and the Braves have obviously done quite well. They've only lost 1 game, that Game 1 at Hyannis. Orleans has swept both of its opponents. Matt, talk about kind of the series history and what they've done to get here so far.
Well, for both teams, as you said, Orleans, they've had smooth sailing through the postseason. 4-0 total. They've leaned on their pitching. That's what they've done so well. In Game 1 against YD, they had a nice grand slam from Fenwick Trimble. That really got them going, and that was what helped propelled them to the Game 1 win, and came back home, leaned on their pitching, got a 4-3 win. For Bourne, you touched on the struggles in the regular season here with Orleans, 1-3 overall. But we saw in the 2 series so far against Cotuit and Hyannis, the script has flipped a little. You got the home win against Cotuit. You didn't do that in the regular season. And you got your first win at McKeon Park since your first win of the season just last night. So for Bourne, they're feeling good. Whatever happened in the regular season, that's behind them. Right now, this team is rolling, and they are ready to go here in Game 1.
It's Game 1 of the championship series here from Eldridge Park at 6:30.